Do you think I am capable of deceiving you, Bianca? Of course not, and yes, I know you doubt me because I wasn't a saint when we met. But now everything is different. You are my girl and the mother of my daughter. Being angry was only good for others, so I wouldn't give anyone the pleasure of seeing me upset out of jealousy. I felt we were being watched, so I smiled and kissed him casually. I don't want to be reckless and get carried away by my emotions that don't let me think and analyze what's going on around me. Mrs. Bianca, young Eros, would you like something for lunch? I can't judge that girl. She believed in my fool of a husband who only tricked her to take her to bed. I don't know how Eros was really like in his adolescence, but for this girl to believe him, something else must have happened, or maybe I am just making silly ideas in my head. But, the only thing I wish is that this girl is not the same as Melissa, who by the way I am sure must be waiting for the opportunity to do her thing when we get back. At first I thought Eros' siblings would be a problem, but I was pleasantly surprised to see that they are very different from their older brother. That face is already in a better light, said Arya, making me smile. Wow. What? Said Eros, smiling. He smiled. Wow. It's just that, seeing you with a baby and a girl by your side, enjoying her company. He laughs. If the Eros from before saw the scene, he'd say it's not him. Adds by Pub Future. I can't help but laugh because I know he's right. Eros has changed and I've witnessed that, although there's still a bit of the ambitious Eros I knew, addicted to his work. We were having a good time as a family when we heard them arguing. When we approached the housekeeper, she apologized for the inconvenience, but her daughter was being insolent in trying to sit at the same table as us. There is nothing wrong with that, she said, annoyed. Besides, she is also with the Ainsworths and is not a member of the family. If she can do it, so can I. You'd better shut up, Claudia. How can you buy her? She's the heir's wife and you're just the housekeeper's daughter. Don't be stupid. The girl was stunned. Without saying anything, she left, so angry that she pushed the maid who came with the drinks. Her mother, seeing the mess she made, tried to help her but ended up cutting herself with one of the pieces of glass. I gave the baby to Eros to help her, but I noticed she was crying. I felt bad for her because she is a mother and she only wants the best for her daughter who has an unacceptable behavior. I never gave that kind of problems to my mother, Mrs. Bianca. Put that down please, I will clean it up. You can hurt yourself. You shouldn't worry about me, you should worry about yourself. I look for something to bandage her wound, disinfectant and some absorbent cotton. She refuses to let me help her, but I took her hand and started to clean it. She reminds me of my mother. Overprotective, moody but kind and loving. She must feel lucky to have such a beautiful and gentle daughter. She actually keeps scolding me even though I'm married. We both laughed. I can tell how much he loves his daughter. But why are you afraid to go near her? Adds by Pub Future. He noticed. Actually, we all noticed that she doesn't approach her daughter as a mother. It's as if she treats her as if she was someone important. She is ashamed that her mother is a housekeeper. Her friends think she is an orphan. That can't be. How does she allow that? My wife is right. How does she allow Claudia to do that to her? I didn't realize Eros was in the kitchen. I appreciate you and your daughter too, but you can't let her treat you like you're nothing. What can I do? She mumbles, disappointed. Since she went to college thanks to the scholarship her father gave her, she started acting that way and I haven't heard from her for a long time, until yesterday. What? How come? Wasn't she coming to see you? She shakes her head. It's too much what she's done to you. I would never do something like that to my mother. Eros looked sad for the lady. Surely she is fond of her. According to what her sister told me, she raised the trio of siblings, but when they bought that place, Eros' mother sent her and her daughter when she was 7 years old. Every year they would come to this place for Vespers and for the 4th of July. Well, that was until she was 12. She didn't come back to this place until now. Why the drama? She appears and when she sees her mother she makes a gesture of displeasure. Please, cover your hand, it's disgusting. I couldn't tolerate her treating her mother like that. Pissed off, I made her close her mouth with a slap. She annoyed yells at me and tries to hit me back, but I don't let her and stop her slap. You don't deserve to be his daughter. You think you are so much when you are nobody. Not even the scholarship that my father-in-law gave you can change what you are. The daughter of a housekeeper that Eros loves as if she was his mother. Do you think he would be with you seeing how you treat his second mother? Mrs. Bianca, please. I pity you, you pretend to be something you are not, but you want to be. If you don't stop being naive, nobody will notice you. I let her go abruptly when she fits her claws on my wrist. She laughs, telling me that I should worry more about the kind of husband I had married because, if he really loved me, he wouldn't have kissed her when she undressed in front of him. Shut the fuck up, Claudia. Eros realizes he is talking out loud. I'm sorry, I just lose my mind easily. Just like last night. She winks at him, making me angry. She sighs. You haven't changed. I take a deep breath to calm down, look at the lady and tell her that her daughter is right. It's better they think their parents are dead. The girl with a smile tells her mother that even I would be ashamed of her and scoffs. Madam, it's better this way because it would be a shame for you if they knew you have a daughter, ungrateful, arrogant and a bitch who doesn't care more than herself. You deserve better as a daughter, not a cheap version of the Bride of Chucky. Mrs. Bianca. She smiles but at the same time she is saddened. I heard. Arya has told me about Excellent who took care of them when they were little, so I've been thinking about it, and I would like it. No. Actually, I would feel more at ease if my little Isabel is in your hands while Eros and I are busy. I have someone, but I think she is not so qualified for that kind of work. Madam, I couldn't, Mr. Ainsworth was the one who sent me here and Bianca is right. Besides, this place is ours now. That means you are our employee, although you know I don't see you that way. You will come with us back to town and you know I don't take no for an answer. If your daughter doesn't want it, we do. A couple of tears come out of her eyes. She takes Eros' hand and kisses it, grateful for what she says. Maybe she never expected something noble from him, making me think that I didn't know the old Eros at all, and thinking about what he would be like gave me chills. Ads by Pub Future. Eros had gone out with his brothers to take a bike tour around the place. Instead, I preferred to stay since I could not risk our daughter to places I don't know. Yes, I know, I am too overprotective. Oh no way, said the housekeeper's daughter. I still can't believe that Eros decided to have a daughter. If he was with me, I would have respected his decision of 0 children. I guess the tie-up with her worked out perfectly for you. Well, the thing is, he was the one who asked me to have a child. I didn't force him like your unstable mind does. I don't care that he's married. I'm going to fight for his attention so he'll be completely mine, you'll see. So, I said, standing up, and what are you going to do? Witchcraft. Undress in front of him. I'd better suggest you don't insist. It won't work. Are you afraid? Afraid? I mock her. My dear, in his heart there are only 3 women he would give his life for, his mother and me, and of course first of all his beloved Princess Isabel. Isn't that right, love? She laughs, saying that the only one in his life is her, making this conversation boring. Then good luck to you. Because whatever you do, you'll never get her attention. Claudia. If you are loving the book, Nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. When I got that call from that woman telling me that Eros was here, I looked into that by calling his mother, and of course I was able to get the information of who had called me, Melissa, Eros' ex. According to what my nerdy lover told me, she was dating him but she dumped him since she didn't want any kind of commitment like marriage. Ads by Pub Future. That is why, when I knew she was here, I did not hesitate to return with the illusion of the promise she had made me. I was so excited that I was already beginning to idealize my wedding, a magnificent wedding where all the media would be there so that they would not miss the wedding of the year, but I never expected that she was here celebrating her honeymoon, and much less that she would have a daughter. That woman has no bearing, no body, she looks scrawny. I don't understand what Eros saw in that woman. On the other hand, I did everything possible to be at her level. Her father gave me a scholarship and of course I took advantage of it. I became the publicist of one of the most important companies in London. I made my body so perfect so that when we met again he would notice the new version of me, sensual and hot woman who would be the only perfect candidate to be by his side. We'll see if it's true that that brat has more power than this hot body. They had arrived. I don't understand how it's their honeymoon if Eros spent the whole day with his brothers. Seeing them from the window, I stood near the foyer to greet him before she did. Seeing me, she looks at me with a neutral expression. Hello Eros, can we talk? Claudia. Eros, she was coming down the stairs. You finally arrived. We need to talk, Isabel is It's as if she didn't exist for him at that moment. He ignored me and ran up the stairs. The towel I had for him, his brother takes it from my hands and winks at me, thanking me for it. The rage eats at me while I feel my courage taking over my judgment. You'd better leave them alone. Eros won't see you any other way. You were just a diversion for him, a bet that, by the way, you made it very easy for him. What are you talking about, a bet? She in a mocking tone tells me that I was a bet between her two brothers, and since I spread my legs without difficulty for Eros, her brother lost since he thought I was too conservative for that to happen. My face melts as I watch Arya mock me before leaving. She always hated me, she never saw me the way she looks at that dead fly. I wanted revenge, so I wanted to destroy them both. I felt mocked by all of them, so I am going to destroy their wonderful marriage. After a phone call 2 hours ago, I waited in my room impatiently until I finally received an answer. I was watching a video where you could clearly see how Eros' beloved car hit the girl who was crossing the street. I know Eros and I know he didn't have the courage to tell her about this, and I would find out right now. I knocked on the door before entering. A doctor was checking Eros' daughter. They didn't say anything while I was present, so I had to pretend I cared to know what the baby had. I had to find a way to be able to bring it up. I hope the little one is well. Eros. I approached him and put my hand on his shoulder. If you need anything. We're fine, said his wife, noticing my intentions. Oh, wait, if we need anything, privacy. Bianca, right? Raises an eyebrow. Listen, I just want to be nice. I'm not so cruel not to care about a baby either. Sure, Bianca. I'll walk the doctor to the dock. I won't be long. When he kisses her on the lips, I'm pissed off, but I try to control myself. Claudia. I smile when she says my name. I wait for her to tell me something else, but she doesn't even smile back, she just walks away. Bianca turns her back to me and gives her attention to her daughter, pretending I don't exist for her. Listen, I realized that we have a lot of things in common and that we started off on the wrong foot, which we shouldn't have. Don't tell me, and what do you think we have in common? Well, we are beautiful women, we share the same man, of course I did it before, we suffered the disappointment of the same man. Are you sure you are mentally stable? She crosses her arm with a smile. From her answer I realize she has no idea what happened. We'll see if she smiles when I tell her what I found out. She said you need help. No one has ever hurt me, least of all Eros. He loves me and protects us. I'm not talking about the present, dear. I just found out that I was a bet between him and his brother Apollo. Of course it hurt me to find out from someone else, but what he did to you, it's as if he hated you with all his soul. Yeah, en serio, what the hell are you talking about? Honey, what do you mean? What am I talking about? I mean, when he ran you over with his car, when you crossed the pedestrian crossing, his face completely uncrosses. Wait, don't tell me. You didn't know. Her lips tremble, but at the same time she smiles nervously, saying that she was saying stupid things, but I show her the video that already started to circulate in the social networks thanks to me, but nobody knows it. She pales completely when she sees that the car was going at such an extreme speed that it's a miracle she's still alive. I guess he didn't hit her hard enough to take her life. Ads by Pub Future. I'm sorry, I thought you knew. Go away, she mumbles, so I asked her again what she said since I hadn't heard her. Okay, but if you need a friend, you can count on me. What he did to you as well, there's no point in repeating it. Remembering what he did to us, it's something that doesn't deserve forgiveness. I left his room with a huge smile that I couldn't hide anymore. After leaving his room, I was about to enter my room when I saw Eros coming upstairs, so I pretended I had dropped my keys. By the time he was in front of me, I pretended I had found them. Oh, it's you. I look at him from head to toe. You want to come into my room? You know my answer. Well, I guess I lose the bet with your brother. Well, maybe next time. If you are loving the book, nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. I left him confused in the hallway while I laughed non-stop because it's impossible for her to forgive him. She didn't know anything about what happened. Her face was epic. She was so shocked she couldn't say a single word. I didn't want to involve him, but after what his brother told me and seeing the mockery of her wanting to tell me that I'm a bitch made me do it. By the time his marriage goes down the drain, I'll be there for him. I'll give him all the comfort he needs. Jerosi. Oh, It's you. He watches me from head to toe. You want to come into my room. You know my answer. Ads by Pub Future. I don't understand how she can keep insisting on something she's not going to achieve. No matter how hard I try, I am not going to sleep with her. I did not expect that a few minutes of pleasure would be so problematic in my life. She is obsessed with me, just like Melissa. It used to be no problem for me, but now that I'm married with a daughter, my life is just trouble and more trouble. Well, I guess I lose the bet with your brother. Well, maybe next time. Bet. I didn't know my brother got along so well with her. I try to ignore all these kinds of problems to focus on my family. I was about to go into my room when I ran into Apollo. I was about to go see them. How is Isabel doing? If you are loving the book, nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. The doctor said we should give her a complete checkup to rule out any serious illness. We should pack, so I was about to go inside to do it and get out of here and take Isabel to the hospital. Hey, why didn't you tell me you had a bet with Claudia about sleeping with her? What are you talking about, brother? He said, confused. I don't even say a word to that crazy woman. Don't pretend anymore. She just told me, so I know everything. Brother, I'm telling you, I have no idea what you are talking about. Nothing made sense, so I let it go and invited my brother in. I spoke to Bianca to tell her we needed to pack, but when I saw the look on her face, I began to worry that Isabel's condition had worsened. Apollo, I need you to go and leave me alone with Eros. Well, I guess I'll see you at the jet. Apollo walked out of the room, leaving me with Bianca. He looks at me in such a cold way that it chills my bones. Is everything in order? When were you planning to tell me that you hated me so much that you tried to kill me? I can't believe that all this is happening to me. How is it that marriage is so complicated? The only thing I wanted was for everything to be calm and transparent, but no, things only get more complicated as time goes by. My wife has not even spoken to me. She does not want to listen to me. I have tried to explain to her what really happened that day, and it was a big mistake on my part not to have told her that I was the one who ran her over that day. But it was an accident. I wanted to brake, but I ended up doing the opposite, and when it all happened, she was on the ground because of me. I am sorry for what happened that day. I am very sorry because I am not a murderer and it was not for revenge. I took care of removing all the videos from the social networks, but everything got out of control and now everyone started to question us both. That how is it possible that she married me after wanting to kill her with my car? Or that she is a masochist and enjoys being denigrated and beaten, and now they label me as cruel and a murderer. They point fingers at us without knowing what really happened, and she hates me because she gets the wrong ideas in her head. I love her and I have told her so. I couldn't do that to her. I knew all this was thanks to Claudia, who by the way, crashed our homecoming, but after knowing that she is to blame for this, I kicked her out of my home. Of course I felt bad afterwards for her mother. She has been a phenomenal woman since she has been here, but she knows that her daughter will only cause me more problems with Bianca. And it is better for her to be away from this tornado of problems that is in my home. Ads by Pub Future. Young Eros, are you alright? How could I be, Lupe? My wife hates me and doesn't want to see my face. She kicked me out of our room 2 weeks ago and avoids crossing me while I'm at home. I hardly see her and she doesn't even give me a chance to listen to me. On top of that, my daughter has pneumonia and needs to be with a lot of care. I sigh frustrated. I feel it was a mistake to have accepted this family. I am not a good husband. My daughter gets sick without noticing. I am the worst. Young man, you are not a bad father. All children get sick without any parent realizing it. Don't blame yourself for that. You will see that little Isabel will get better with the treatments. You have been so far an excellent and loving father that, to be honest, I never thought you would be. She smiles warmly. And about your wife, she is smart. She will realize that it was an accident, as you say. I'm very sorry for what my daughter has caused. I never thought she was capable of going to such extremes. No, actually it was my fault. I shouldn't have done that to her. And I must also apologize to you because I abused your trust by doing that to your daughter. Young Eros, she was aware enough of what she was doing. If she agreed it was her mistake, the man goes as far as the woman allows him to go. I always told her that, but she never listened to me. Such a wise and understanding woman is all I wanted from my mother. but I guess not all of us are that lucky to have a mother like Lupe. Instead mine is conceited, manipulative, arrogant. I guess I'm like her in that. Ads by Pub Future. I was about to go to sleep, to another room of course, when I heard it was a woman. I thought it was Claudia looking for me, but I refused to receive her, so I went to bed. There was a knock on the door. Knowing it was Lupe, I let her in. She brought a glass of water for me. I had lost the habit of drinking water before going to sleep, but I guess I can't refuse her, so I accepted it. Sir, your secretary came. She said that a very important client wanted to see you today in a place reserved for both of us. My secretary? It's strange, she would have called me. Did she tell you what that place was? It must have been him, Bartolo de las Torres, who is waiting for me. Before my wedding, he said he would call me to make an appointment, and that happens as a unique opportunity, so I am not going to waste it. Arriving at the place Lupe said my secretary had given her, I asked about the reservation. Why here? There were rumors of her strange visits to places like this, but I didn't think they were real. As the minutes passed, I thought it would take a while to arrive, so I took the opportunity to finish some designs. It was a comfortable place, so it wouldn't be a problem if I stayed a little longer while enjoying the aged wine. I was about to finish some designs, but I started to feel bad. My body started to feel heavy. I put my laptop aside as I feel my condition getting worse. I feel every beat of my heart. A cold sweat runs through me as I notice someone entering my room. Long toned legs, covered by black stockings and wearing a skirt. His face was covered by the darkness of my room. Who? I notice that she goes to the lamp. She turns it off. I can smell a gardenia scent. I feel her climb over. I can't move. My mind kept repeating the same thing. I had been drugged. Altered, I try to force myself to move, but I couldn't do it. I feel that they pull down my pants and then masturbate me until I get an erection. Suddenly I felt something wet my member. It begins to move and jump on me. I hear some moans. I cannot distinguish his voice. My ears were as if something had exploded near me. That high-pitched sound worsens as well as the moans of the woman. You are mine, Eros, only mine. I love it when you make me yours. I feel her take my hands and place them on something soft and circular as she continues her lustful and vile act against me. I hear her scream too loudly as if having an orgasm. I feel something wet come out of my phallus. I hear a naughty laugh come out of the woman, and then I feel something warm and wet brush against the tip of my penis. I try to react one more time, but when I managed to do it, I saw myself asleep on the cushions and sheets. I was naked, and when I stood up, I was stunned to see that I was not alone. Claudia was here and she was naked. She is placed on her back and her breasts are in front of my eyes. My mind was blank. I didn't know what had happened last night. I'm not even able to remember the horrible nightmare I had. My penis was still erect, so I was about to get dressed when she wakes up with a smile. Good morning, love. What's so good about them? What did you do to me last night? Me. You don't mean what you did to me last night. Because after you called me to see me, I never thought it was to get on all fours and fuck me like a hungry lion. Stop. My head spins and my eyes see everything dark, making me end up passing out. I had only one question in my head: what the hell happened last night? I wake up with that question in my head, and because I also felt like someone was giving me oral, as I opened my eyes fully, I was petrified to see Claudia sucking me off. She moves her tongue like a fucking goddess over the tip of my penis. Pissed off with myself for not reacting, I watch her delighting herself while sucking and licking. I couldn't stand it and ended up pushing her away as I felt I was about to come in her mouth. I remembered Bianca to my daughter and cursing out loud, I left that place straight to the hospital because I had no idea how I got there. Ads by Pub Future. After verifying if it had been my secretary who came to my house last night or not, I went straight to Lupe and asked her what the girl who came to last night looked like. She describes Melissa from head to toe, but Melissa doesn't even know Claudia. It would be absurd to think that they were doing something together. When I saw Bianca, I ran up to her, and when she looked at me, she frowns annoyed, but before she could say anything, I grabbed her by the arm and dragged her to my office. She angrily yells at me to let her go. Bianca, I need you to listen to me. I stop her as she was about to leave. She notices my shaking hands. She looks at me and realizes something is not right. Please. Ibiansai. Mrs. Lupe insists that I must listen to Eros, but I feel too hurt. We swore at the altar that there would be no secrets between us, and he never told me that he had been the unhinged one who had run me over with a car. Now everyone calls me a masochist who loves to be mistreated, something that is not true. I don't know who it was that caused everyone to find out about my accident, but I swear if I ever found out who ruined my reputation, I would punch them so hard I wouldn't mind breaking my hand. I was hungry, I had spent the whole night with my daughter that I couldn't even get a little sleep, but I didn't care since now my baby is better. I was walking down the stairs, but I stopped when I saw Eros at the entrance. I was about to leave when suddenly, I had him grabbing my arm. I yelled at him to let go, but he didn't even seem to hear me. When he let go, I opened the door so I wouldn't see his face. Bianca, I need you to listen to me. I stopped before closing the door. I feel how his hand trembles when he takes my wrist. Ads by Pub Future. Something wasn't right. He wasn't like that. He was sweaty, nervous, he wouldn't stop shaking. What's wrong with him? I don't know what happened to me last night. I thought I was meeting a client, but then I don't remember anything. What do you mean you don't remember anything? I don't know. I noticed he was paler than a second ago. He started to stammer. His eyes seemed to close. I asked him if he was okay, but he didn't answer, and I could only watch him collapse and fall unconscious on the floor. I ran to him, I took his pulse, and when I didn't feel it, I looked for my cell phone and called the ambulance. I did not leave his side. They had to intervene because he was about to have a cardiac arrest, but the ambulance arrived soon so that it did not happen. I don't know what had happened. According to the doctors, it was because of some drug he took. That seemed silly to me since Eros is too strict with any kind of medication or vitamins or whatever. There is no way he would take drugs. Eros' mother fainted when she knew he almost died from a heart attack. His father was paralyzed and said nothing. Apollo and Arya are with his mother and said that as soon as his mother wakes up and his father reacts, they will come right away. Luckily, Isabel was already feeling better thanks to the treatments recommended by the best pediatrician in the country. When they told me about pneumonia, I thought the worst, but now that she was feeling better, I felt more calm and I thought I could finally sleep well. But when I saw him faint, my heart stopped. My world stopped too, because he and our daughter are my whole world despite all the obstacles. I don't know what exactly happened to him, but it must have been something terrible for him to be in this state. He's still here, Mrs. Ainsworth. Well, I was informed that Mr. Eros was here in the early hours of the morning. He had some results done and fortunately we already have them available. Well, we detected Rohypnol and sildenafil in his blood, which caused him to almost die of cardiac arrest. Rohypnol and sildenafil. Rohypnol is mostly used by rapists to drug their victims, and sildenafil is used for people who have erectile dysfunction. What? My mind keeps asking itself endless questions, one after the other, looking for the logic of what the doctor told me. How is that possible? How is it that they managed to drug him? Eros is too suspicious of strangers. I haven't told his parents anything yet. I don't want them to die of an arrest if they knew what happened to Eros. I don't know why he left last night. I knew he had gone out, but I was about to go to sleep when Lupe told me he had gone out. I didn't really care where he went since I thought he would be back soon. He never usually stays out of the house, that's why I didn't take it seriously. Bianca. Arya enters the room. I couldn't fool her. Hiding it is something I couldn't with myself, so I told her what had happened and what they detected in his blood. Arya of course was petrified, and also asked the same question as me, but out loud. How did that happen if he doesn't usually take anything from people he doesn't trust? I felt lousy as a wife. If I had not been angry with him, this had not happened. He must have had a hard time since surely no one could help him. He almost died, I swear. I thought the worst when I saw him faint and not feel his pulse. He had 2 days unconscious. The doctor said it was normal since his body collapsed from everything, stress, and the dangerous combination of the drug. I didn't understand him, true, I failed in that, but that doesn't mean I should forgive him for almost killing me and hiding it. He swore to me the truth every time we got married, and I feel that what he promised me in front of everyone was a lie. Arya stayed with him while I went home to be with my daughter for a little while. I am a mother and a wife now, so I have to take care of both of them, even though I haven't forgiven him, but I can't leave him alone and abandon him when he needs me most. Bianca, you have a visitor. Ads by Pub Future. Who is it? Stacy was about to tell me who it was when she magically appears by herself. Claudia, seeing her my mood gets worse because she is the person I least want to see right now, so I turned my back to her and started to go upstairs. Wouldn't you like to know why I'm here? No, and I don't care. So, thank you for coming and have a great day. Last night your husband called me. I stopped at the bottom of the stairs and you don't know what a fantastic night we had. Oof, no doubt it was one of the best I've ever had in my life. Of course. It's stupid that he wants to cheat on me when Eros is in the hospital. Surely he found out what's going on and wants to take advantage of this situation, although surely he only found out that he slept away from home. I could not leave my daughter alone. Besides, Isabel misses her father and Lupe wants to see Eros. She was distressed. For her he is like her son, so I let her accompany me. When I arrived at the hospital I was surprised to see my mother. Ah, honey, there you are, she hugs me and looks at me worried. I knew what happened because her mother called me. Don't tell me she's here. Yes, adds by Pub Future. It can't be. When I entered the room, Eros' mother was strangling the doctor, screaming at him that he was wrong, that nobody had raped her son because he is too smart for anyone to cheat him. Mr. Ainsworth could not get her off him, but Apollo, entering the room agitated, acted immediately and took her off him. The doctor immediately called a nurse and asked her for some sedatives. When he managed to calm her down she fell fast asleep. Doctor, we are very sorry, said Arya, but Eros has been your spoiled child and I understand, miss, don't worry, for now he'll sleep for a couple of hours until he controls himself, if you'll excuse me. Arya explains to me that when I left, she called Apollo but her mother was listening to their conversation from another phone in the house, and when they knew she was listening to them, that's when she mentioned about the drug. She couldn't stop her, and when she tried to reach her father, he was already gone. We were all present and he was waking up too. When he said my name I went over to let him know I was by his side. He realizes that all his family was with us. He frowns in confusion and asks the reason why they are here. Eros, you really don't remember what happened to you? He stares at a fixed point as if trying to remember something, but says he doesn't remember anything, only that he left home last night to meet a client, but from there, everything is blank, until this moment. If you are loving the book, Nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. We all look at each other's faces as this way everything gets complicated. If he doesn't remember anything we won't be able to know where he went or who he met with. Young Eros, you don't remember, a woman came yesterday. She said she was his secretary and that a client of his would see him at the Linex Hotel. You left last night but didn't come back. Linex Hotel, Arya gets her things. Apollo, let's go, Mr. Ainsworth asks her where she was going. We need to find out who took care of Eros. With her we can find out what happened last night. Daddy, don't worry, we'll bring company, be careful. I said, worried that they were going alone. We were all waiting for them to arrive. 3 hours passed and there was still no news from them. Eros' father went out to see how his ex-wife and Mrs. Lupe were doing. It was a little bit of water. There was only Isabel, Eros and me. What? I said when I saw him watching me too much. You should sleep. When I was driving, I was looking for something. When I saw that you were in front of my car, I tried to stop, but I couldn't. I thought many times about telling you before. We got married, but I was afraid you wouldn't want to marry me anymore, so I thought about doing it later, but there was no chance. I'm sorry. I smile when he takes my hand and kisses it. I was going to answer but Apollo came in and he had blood on his clothes. Don't be scared, this blood is not mine and it's not Arya's either. Well, she was wounded, but it was in her arm. There was a fight to capture the girl. What girl? Eros' mother stayed with him while I accompanied Apollo to see how they interrogated the girl who accepted someone's bribe to drug Eros while he was in the establishment. My mother stayed with Isabel and took her home. The agents did the interrogation but she would not say anything other than she would not talk without her lawyer present. It was the only thing she kept repeating, starting to annoy the agents. In the end she said nothing. You must be Mrs. Ainsworth, wife of Eros Ainsworth. We are sorry for what happened to your husband, but don't worry, he will talk sooner or later. I hope so. I have a question for you. Why weren't you with your husband that night? Are you interrogating me? I raise an eyebrow in surprise. It can't be. It's not personal, but you have to understand that someone as important as your husband is, even your wife may want something. Well, officer, I try to control myself like every marriage. He and I had a little couple quarrel because he swore to me at the altar that there would be no secrets in this relationship, so I made him the lure of ice, so I avoided crossing paths with him at this time, plus our daughter was diagnosed with pneumonia. Do you think I could be with him after everything I told him? I guess not. Ads by Pub Future. Apollo shows up after being questioned as well and a little upset. I left the building with my brother-in-law, and when we were about to get into Apollo's car, the interrogating officer stops me asking me where I was going, and when I told him I was going to see Eros, he said he was going with us. Apollo watches them in the rear view mirror. The car follows us very closely, making it uncomfortable. My brother-in-law mumbles, annoyed that he hated the leftovers, but I told him that they are probably following us because maybe they think we have some relationship beyond that of a brother-in-law and brother-in-law. That's stupid. I couldn't notice you. I look at him out of the corner of my eye. No offense, of course, you're beautiful, but you're my brother's wife and I would never do anything like that to him. Neither would I, but it's normal for them to suspect everyone to find out who paid that girl. When we arrived at the hospital, we entered and went up to the elevator to go to floor 3 where Eros' room was. When I saw him asleep, his mother hugs Apollo when she sees him. I smile when I see him. While I approach him, I kiss his forehead. Waking up with a kiss is all I wish for. You took a long time. How did it go? Eros, seeing the agents, murmurs to me the question of what they were doing here, but I had no idea about that either, and maybe it's because they want to remind him of what happened during the night. He settles me next to him while I feel the eyes of the agents are on me, especially on Agent Connor who interrogated me, but something I have learned from this family is that no member lowers his head or looks away from anyone, so I stared at him until he looked away, making me bark a smile. I thought they were still angry. If you are loving the book, nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. Officer, what a woman wants from her partner is a sincere apology, and he gave it to me. There would be no reason why I should be angry with my husband. Besides, he and our daughter mean everything to me, and you are for me. All right, said the woman accompanying the agent. Mr. Ainsworth, do you remember what happened 3 nights ago? Ads by Pub Future. Eros replies that he has no idea what happened and that his mind is blank. He asks if he has any suspicions of anyone close to him wanting to harm him, but the responsible that no, since we are all close, except for his uncle, his father's brother. Agent Connor asks him about my relationship with his brother, making me laugh because I'm sure he thinks I have something to do with it. So far, normal, I hope, since you just met. Agent, if you want to know if I'm sleeping with my brother-in-law, just say so. I hate it when someone gives the matter so much thought, madam. What, my wife with my brother? Eros laughs. Officer, one thing I'm sure of is that my wife would never be unfaithful to me, much less with my brother. How can you be sure of that? I know her well enough to know if she's cheating on me or not. Besides, we've been through a lot and I know she loves me as much as I love her. So I don't want you to think my wife is a suspect, because I'm going to think you're just a bunch of useless people who want to get this over with as quickly as possible. We were all taken aback by the way he spoke to the officers. It was as if for a moment, the Eros from before had returned. The officers were left with nothing to say and said they would find out who was responsible for what happened and that they were sorry to have bothered him. It had gotten dark and the doctor said we could take him home the next day, so I had to go home to get him some clothes. My brother-in-law wasn't there either, as he took his sister home. Her husband was dying of anguish when he heard what happened to his wife. Mrs. Ainsworth, oh my goodness, I almost had a heart attack when I heard the officer behind me. I didn't see him when I left the hospital. God, he wants to kill me with a heart attack. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to scare you. I just wanted to apologize for what happened this afternoon. You're not the first one who thinks I'm with him for his money. I guess you make a difference that not everyone is with someone like him for money. Where are you going? I'm going to get some clothes for Eros. He's being discharged tomorrow. Can I take her? I thought it was a little strange that overnight she stopped seeing me as a suspect, although I never was. From my side, of course, but she pointed out to me several times that I had something to do with what happened to Eros. Don't you have something better to do? For example, find out who did this to my husband. As I saw the driver get out of the car, I cocked a smile before getting into the car. As the driver drove us away from the hospital, Rupert asked me if everything was in order, but it was something unimportant. I asked him how the construction of their new home was going, and he said he was happy because my husband was too generous in giving them a house. When we arrived at the house, I smelled a delicious aroma. As we entered, the aroma intensified. Surely it's my mom, how could I miss her seasoning? She is unique. I love the aroma of her seasoning, but sometimes she overcooks. Mom, cooking again. Madam, I told him I would do it, but he wouldn't listen to me. That's enough, Mom said with a smile. I love to cook, and seeing this gigantic and beautiful kitchen, I can't miss the opportunity. Mom, she set a plate with a lot of food in front of me, causing Stacy to be surprised by the amount of food. Don't worry, as well as I devour the food, my body somehow stays the same. That's impressive, Mrs. Bianca. Isn't it going to make you fat? Lupe asked, surprised. I swear, no. No matter how much I eat and eat, my body stays the same, just ask my mom. According to my doctor, my metabolism is fast. The doorbell rings and the other Stacy, my assistant, runs to open the door. I didn't think anything of it until I heard the agent's voice. As I turn around frowning, I look at him annoyed. Did he follow me here? I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be intrusive. I'm sorry, Mrs. Ainsworth, he said when he saw me. Are you really going to follow me around to frame me for something I didn't do? What? What's wrong? Ads by Pub Future. It's nothing, Mom, he says. I just wanted to. Mom, it's just that Mr. Agent here is following me everywhere now because he thinks I want to murder my husband and father of my daughter. What? They all looked at the agent questioningly. Listen to me well, my girl would be incapable of doing that to Eros. She is the sweetest and kindest woman that can exist on this earth, and anyone who says the opposite. No, Mom, please? I swear it's not my intentions anymore. I realized she couldn't do that. I asked her why she changed her mind. Well, a woman wouldn't see with so much love a man who is too overbearing and arrogant like him. Hey, I said, annoyed, don't call my husband that way, he can be kind and loving too. You see, I wanted to apologize properly, but he wouldn't let me do it. Also, I wanted to ask you a few questions, but, to know if you have any idea who might do that, give me more details of your blood tests. If you are loving the book, Nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. This time it seemed that they were really being sincere, so I invited him to take a seat, and not even 5 minutes passed when my mom served him a little of what she had prepared for dinner. The agent thanked me for the attention and savored the first bite. Lupe came upstairs with Stacy when she heard my daughter crying. Soon after they came downstairs, and when they saw my princess, she took her in my arms and I cooed and kissed her with all my love because I missed her. Being without her almost all day has not been easy, but it will be for tonight only. She is very beautiful, just like her mother. I show a small smile for the compliment. So beautiful that she steals her father's attention from me. I guess we'll have to compete for that in the future. True, my little Issy. Ads by Pub Future. I'm really sorry to have bothered you, but Mr. Eros has been single for a long time, and we thought that, well, I don't want to talk about it anymore. It makes me feel like a jerk in front of you. Don't worry, I'm not spiteful. And you can call me Bianca. We started with the necessary questions and what could be of use to you, Melissa, Claudia. Eros' uncle. Although I could say that someone with such perversity could only be Melissa, her mind is too twisted. The agent stayed for a long time until he received a call. He said it was his partner and that he had to leave, so I accompanied him to the exit. But when he was leaving, Claudia appeared, and when she saw the agent she smiled like a madwoman, insinuating something. Wow, you really don't waste your time while Eros is not there. What would you expect from someone of your ilk, to fuck the first guy you meet? If you are loving the book, Nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. Of my kind. Please, Claudia, you say it as if you were born in a golden cradle. At least I know where I come from and I'm not ashamed to admit it. But you are ashamed that your mother is an employee of my husband. And you are? Asks the agent. Agent, this is Claudia, the woman I told you about. Oh, really? So, since you're here, you won't mind if I ask you a few questions about Wednesday at 9 p.m. Of course, I'd be happy to give you all the details. Oh no. The agent starts to ask her the questions, but when she answers, I scoff when she says she was having a hot night with my husband, so I refused to believe her, but the agent, ignoring what I said, asks her if she is aware that Eros doesn't remember anything about that night, and she wipes her smile. No, of course he remembers, we had sex and lots of it. I even gave him a blowjob before he left. Miss, please, I don't want details of what you did, I want to know where you were between 8:30 at night and 9. And it better be a credible alibi, because otherwise, I will have to arrest you. Me, and why? Because apparently you were with him that night, which points to the fact that it was you who almost killed him with extremely dangerous substances if mixed. I can't believe the officer didn't take her into custody just because he washed his hands, saying it was a joke to annoy me, since he doesn't accept the idea that I am his wife and not her. Just when I was starting to like him, the agent has to let this crazy woman go free. Although I would hate to see her mother sad, she is too good. Don't forget to call to pass all the unsigned documents to Eros' laptop in his office. But he didn't say he wouldn't let him work. Stacy, it's Eros, we know he'll only be able to rest for at least a day. He's right, he won't be well until he keeps doing his thing. Today I would go to the hospital to pick him up. Everyone was excited to see him again, especially our daughter. In the meantime he is recovering. I decided that the best thing to do was to postpone my studies for a week, just until he recovers his mental stability. I was arriving at the hospital. When I got out of the car, I heard someone shouting at me from far away to get down, but when I looked to the distance, I could notice that something caused a flash that blinded me. When I recovered my vision, the agent came at me and the detonation of a gun was heard. My eyes stay wide open when I see the hole they made in the car. It's a bullet. They wanted to kill me. Mrs. Bianca, the chauffeur runs up to me. I'm fine. Ads by Pub Future. My heart was pounding as I watched the rush on the car window that shattered the glass. The officer asked to follow up on a person with a gun who tried to kill me. He drove off, leaving me with the driver, and that's when I saw him leaving the hospital. Eros notices the broken glass and hugs me, wondering what had happened, but I was paralyzed with fear, thinking I was about to die. Mr. Eros, they tried to kill the lady. What? He said, startled. How did it happen? The only thing I mumble is that I wanted to go home, and he orders the driver to take us home immediately. I was in shock and I didn't even know when we arrived home. When Eros talks to me to make me react, I was able to do it when he makes me look him in the eye. He hugs me to make me feel safe. I never thought it would be so risky to be his wife, to the point that they want to get rid of me by killing me. They wanted to kill me. No. That's not going to happen because I'm going to take care of you. Eros rolls his eyes and says that it's absurd since they were all in the past and nobody did that to Melissa. Eros, don't be naive. The offer bell rings and one of the employees. No one did anything to Melissa because they thought she was untouchable. But of course, let's kill the wife. No one will care. After all, she is a poor girl who was lucky to know you. Bianca, for God's sake. If you are loving the book, Nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. IEROSI. Ads by Pub Future. The agent enters, interrupting our discussion. He notices the tension and she storms out of the room. Her mother runs after her while my mother stands motionless, not knowing what to do until she runs up the stairs until she gets lost. I'm sorry if I was inappropriate. It was an unimportant discussion. He asks if it's because of what happened and I answer yes. She thinks it's one of my affairs or my ex who wants to kill her, but I think she's overreacting. Maybe she's scared. No. I flash a smile. Bianca scared? I don't think so. Surely she must be thinking about who could be so stupid to do that, because according to her they think she's a fool and naive because she wasn't born in wealth. Do you really think she's not afraid? Believe me, she's one of a kind. She's even going to study criminology at the university soon. What? Exactly. That's what I said when she told me that. So many things that could make her life a successful and rich woman. She tells me she wants to study criminology. Can you believe it, agent? For the first time in our family, an Ainsworth will have someone like you for a wife. He laughed, saying that he was really surprised because he did not imagine that a woman of high society would want to study that. In any case, I asked him the reason for being here and he tells me that they could not capture the one who tried to kill my wife, but they had a clue, but it was a man who was surely hired to do the dirty work. As for my case, the woman they had captured, they found her dead in her cell, making the investigation from scratch because the woman they had committed suicide. But, there was one thing I wanted to tell you, but I thought about it carefully. I didn't want more scandals of this since when I heard the detonation, I saw Claudia enter my reserved room. Claudia entered when I started to feel bad. I remembered it when I felt that something bad was going to happen. I need you to find the one who had the audacity to want to kill my wife. I don't care what happened to me, so I don't want you to keep investigating. Don't worry, Mr. Ainsworth. I'll take care of the investigation myself. I hope so. My priority now was her safety and that of our daughter. I can't let them hurt her. I couldn't bear it when we've only been married for a week. But if she's right and someone from my past is the one who wants to get rid of her, the only crazy one with that capacity to get to do that is Claudia. Even if she has an innocent face, she could do it. Her beautiful face is just a mask she shows to everyone to gain their trust, just like she did with me. But it's the sexy agent who visited us last night. It can't be. That woman is here. Eros, I'm glad you're out of the hospital. She tries to hug me, but I keep my distance from her. Agent, I guess you're here to see Bianca like last night. What do you mean last night? Did you come here last night to see my wife? What were you doing here at this time of night? My work, Mr. Ainsworth. In fact, the young lady can tell you the questions I asked her when she was here. I frown as I look at Claudia. I have to go. We will be in touch, Mr. Eros. When the agent leaves my house, I hear the mocking laugh that escapes from Claudia. So as I turn my side to her, I kept the door open for her to leave too. She's forbidden to be here, and more if her intentions are others. Eros, please, don't make me call security. She looks at me annoyed and leaves my house, and I slam the door shut, feeling relieved that she is out of here and away from Bianca. That woman is too dangerous with her tongue, manipulative. I even think she is worse than Melissa. Lupe, you were here. Was that my daughter who came, young Eros? Yes, but you know she is not welcome in this house, not like you. I'm sorry, but you know she's too manipulative and can't be near my wife. She waves a sad smile. Go rest, yes. She nods, shaking her head, so I went upstairs and entered our room. Seeing them both, I was happy to see them. They were both sleeping on the bed. I settled down next to her while closing my eyes. I didn't want to remember what happened. She doesn't care more than my well-being, so I will only rest for a day or two maximum and spend all that time with them. I woke up abruptly when I hear Stacy talking to Bianca from the other side of the door. But my wife is a deep sleeper and doesn't seem to wake up, so I get up to find out what she wanted. I'm sorry to bother you, sir, but I need to talk to Bianca about something. What is so urgent? Ads by Pub Future. I went down immediately to receive Bianca's mother. When she saw me was surprised. She asks me about her daughter, but I told her she was asleep. She sighs and says it was a relief since she had portrayed of her decision. I didn't understand what she was talking about. I feel worried when I see her shed a couple of tears. She asks me if I can keep a secret from her, so I took her to my office so we could talk without worrying that someone would hear. Yes, mom, I'm getting worried. I have cancer, and today I want to do something for my baby before my time comes to an end. But what are you saying? This was not right. Bianca will die if she finds out that her mother is sick. Her mother is everything to her. Don't worry, we will get the best doctors to make a diagnosis. No, she says sadly. I don't want to take advantage. I prefer her to stay like this. I will be in treatment, but there are not many chances to survive. Of course I won't leave it like this. My wife won't be the same without her, but I want her to help me. One day, Bianca asked me if I had a father. I told her that he had abandoned us, but the reality is that I lied to her. If you are loving the book, nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. What? Why did you do that? Because when I knew I was pregnant with her, her father was a young man like you, high society, rich. One day he said he would talk to her parents about our relationship. He did. He waved a smile with disappointment. We waited for an answer from them while we had lunch together. I felt the atmosphere very heavy, so I left them alone for a few minutes to go to the bathroom, but when I was on my way back with them, I heard how they told him clearly that they would not allow our relationship. He opposed, of course, but as a consequence of his opposition, they sent him away to another country. When they told him I thought they would not do it, they sent him away to another country. When they told him I thought they wouldn't do it, but when he didn't come back to my house, I knew they had done it. A month later, I found out I was pregnant by him. I thought those kinds of stories were just cliché, but I was wrong. And, can you tell me who is this young man who was your boyfriend? Are you familiar with the surname Blood? Ads by Pub Future. Blood. I repeat, and she nods. Are we talking about the same Blood? Yes. Damn. The Blood family is the richest family in the world. Our family is after them. Their influence in the world outweighs ours. With my mouth open, I do nothing but laugh, as going from sad news to shocking news is explosive. Fuck, Bianca is Lucius Blood's daughter. If you are loving the book, Nell5s.com is where the adventure continues. Join us for the complete experience, all for free. The next chapter is eagerly waiting for you. Madam, you realize what you're telling me? She nods. Lucius Blood has no children, and that makes Bianca the only heir to the empire that family has built. No, she said, annoyed. Don't misunderstand me, Eros. I want my daughter to know about this, and probably Lucius, but I don't want my daughter to have any kind of link with her father's family. Madam, but don't you think that's a little unfair? I mean, we both know Bianca, and if she finds out that you lied to her, she might get angry with you. She must know from now on. She'll know until she's no longer alive. If I told you, it's so that you can tell her when I'm no longer with her. No, I'm sorry, but I can't do that. Eros, please don't tell her. Madam, we are talking about your daughter. If I keep a secret like that, she will hate me and she will never forgive me. She almost didn't forgive me for the accident. If it wasn't for what happened to me, she wouldn't have given me the opportunity to listen to me. What's more, I think it's better for Lucio to know right away. Bianca's mother snatches the cell phone from my hands and warns me that I shouldn't say anything or I would regret it. Of course I will regret it, Mom. Can't you see that your daughter will never forgive me if I hide one more secret from her? Listen to me, she must not find out that I deceived her about her father. Do you understand? What? We both looked towards the entrance. We were bewildered to see Bianca. You lied to me, Mom.